Hi guys! Welcome to another Jack's Hacks. Kung bago kayo dito, if you're new here, basically I talk about hacks in life, I talk about credit card, talk about, anything under the sun. I also talk about my life in my usual normal day vlogs. So, for today, pag-usapan natin ang mga banks or bank accounts. A lot of comments or a lot of questions that I get actually is very basic lang. It's all about bank. And I notice na ang dami rin sa atin paminsan, kinakabahan tayo to get a bank account or a financial instrument. Okay, so guys, ito I really want to talk about this. It's for beginners, so it's all about bank accounts. So how do we get your ATM or your Passbook Savings, or the third one is a checking account. So basically, ito yung pag-uusapan natin. Kung alam mo nyo na yan, you can already skip to this video. Pero kung bago kayo, you want to know about it, go. And ang pag-uusapan lang natin dito will be two banks, especially now. During the pandemic, yun yung para nakita natin na parang, oh my God, sobrang importante na meron kang online banking at saka meron kang bank account. So what we're going to talk about for today will only be about BDO at saka isa will be about BPI. So, bakit parang chinuse ko itong dalawang banks lang? Okay, si BDO at BPI kasi parang for me right now, nung na-experience ko, a lot of establishment, a lot of my friends, a lot of people will have BDO or a BPI account. Second, sila yung may pinakamaraming branches across the metro. So, it's really about ease of going to the bank if you need to go to the bank. And then third, the network that they have, kung saan kayo pwede magbayad ng mga bills mo, kung sino yung mga pwede padalhan nyo, medyo malaki yung network nila. By all means, I'm not sponsored. As always, guys, alam nyo yon. Pag-uusapan lang natin talaga, there might be things that baka may ma-hurt kayo tungkol sa bank na yan. But again, guys, this is all based on my experience, personal experience lamang to, and I'm sharing it to you because I care about you guys, okay? So, we believe sharing is caring. Okay, let's begin. So, number one, unang-una, paano ba mag-apply for a bank account? Okay, guys, wag po tayong matakot. Sobrang dali lang mag-apply ng bank account. Super easy. Anyone can apply for a bank account. Guys, alam ko paminsan pag pumupunta tayo sa banko, kahit ako paminsan, parang kinakabahan ka pumunta sa banko. You know why? Kasi paminsan di ba parang ang professional mga tao sa loob, tapos paminsan parang feeling mo, ino-okay ka ng mga teller. Pero sa totoo lang, guys, that's all perception mo lang sa utak mo. If naisip mo yon, guys, meaning judgmental ka, and judge mo sarili mo. Sa totoo lang, hindi naman nila iniisip yon. So, bakit ka matatakot? Di ba? So, guys, kung natatakot kayo to open a bank account because of that, huwag kayong matakot, huwag kayong kabahan, kasi tao naman kayo, tao rin naman sila, the same kayo, patas lang ang labanan. Okay? What else do you need to apply for a bank account? Number one, kailangan mo yung minimum deposit. So, ano ba yung minimum deposit? Meaning, if you're going to open an account, kailangan meron siyang minimum cash na dapat kailangan mong bigay sa kanila sa bangko bago buksan. So, may iba 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. We're going to talk about it later. And then, what else do you need? Kailangan mo ng ballpen para magsulat ka ng mga forms. Number 2 or number 3, ang kailangan mo rin is also, kailangan mo may ID. You need at least 2 government-issued ID. So, ano yung mga usual IDs na dapat meron ka? It's your driver's license, passport, SSS ID or UMI ID mo. You also have your voter's IDs. So, yun yung mga parang pinakasikat na mga ID na usually meron yung tao, or your PRC ID. I will put a list down below or the link kung ano yung mga pwedeng acceptable IDs. So, dapat guys, meron kayo nun. And last but not the least, dalhin mo rin yung other requirements mo. Sometimes baka hingin sa'yo ng 1x1 picture, 2x2 picture. I also usually, back then, I carry everything. Either birth certificate man yon, or yung proof of billing address mo kung saan ka nakatira. So, yun yung mga safe na kailangan mo. So, super dali lang siya, guys. Diba? Ang konting-konti lang kailangan mong dalhin, and you can already open a bank account. So, it's not that hard. Diba? Yun lang kailangan mo, and you can open already. Guys, for me, if you want to open a bank account, first and foremost, 3 things lang naman yon. Either just open your ATM account kung hindi mo naman kailangan ng passbook or ng checkbook. Second, if you wanna track records mo, usually marami kang binabayaran, blah, 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 you want it forever, gusto mo may nakikita ka, then you can get a Passbook Savings account. Number 3, checking. Cheque is if gusto mo, nagbabayad ka usually to other people, to companies who accepts check, pwede ka rin naman to apply for a checking account. Guys, but always remember, tingnan mo muna ano yung need mo. So that's a Jack's Hacks. Look at your need first. Number 1, kailangan mo ba parang bayaran lang yung mga tao? You just want to have a savings account. And number 3, gusto mo lang ba na parang pwede mo ka mag-deposit to your friends, family, or babayaran mo yung mga ibang tao with the mobile app lang? Then, I would suggest ATM Savings lang siya. Second, if you have like a kind of huge sum amount, Kung marami yung inflow, outflow ng pera, then maybe passbook account will be good for you kasi you want to track it forever. And third, kung marami kang binabayaran, you want a record to track it, and it's quite a huge amount na sa tingin mo paminsan lumalampas siya sa daily transfer mo out sa, sa basic ATM savings account mo, then maybe you can get a passbook account. So, first things foremost, ask yourself, bakit mo muna siya kailangan? Or paano mo gagamitin yung bank account mo? Okay? So guys, now puntahan naman natin bank by bank. Uunahin natin si BDO. If titingin ako sa screen guys, may binabasa ako dito. Ilalagay ko rin naman dito yung mga binabasa ko, but we're going to talk about it. Okay. Okay guys. So una, pag-usapan natin ang BDO. First, pag-usapan natin ang peso savings account, and then second will be a peso checking account. So, for a peso savings account guys, ito lang naman siya. So, if you want an ATM card lang, I'll put the graph here naman, di ba? So, ang ATM savings, 2,000 pesos lang siya, minimum mo, so that's your starting. But if you want to earn interest, then you have to have a minimum balance of 5,000. So, what does it mean, guys? Anong ibig sabihin nun? So, if naglagay ka ng 2,000 pesos, nabuksan mo na yung account mo. Pero, kung 2,000 lang siya, then in a month, wala kang makikitang interest dun sa pera mo na yon. Pero if naglagay ka ng 5,000 at least sa loob ng bank account na yon, then may interest kang nakikita doon. Okay? Yun lang siya. Second, guys, if you want a passbook savings account naman, kung napansin nyo here, iba na siya. 5,000 yung minimum deposit mo. That means minimum to open that a passbook savings with an ATM card, kailangan 5,000 yung ipasok mo muna. And then, your minimum balance to earn your interest should be 10,000 pesos naman. So, di ba, nakita nyo medyo dumoble siya. Yun talaga yung tactic ng bank. Kasi, di ba, if you're gonna look at it, guys, sila yung nagmamanage ng passbook mo, di ba? May piniprint sila, binibigyan ka ng passbook, and for BDO, it's free. So, syempre, parang dun nila kinakaltas yung parang cost nila to print that passbook for you or to give that passbook for you. Then, guys, what we're going to talk about next is minimum ADB or monthly average daily balance. What does it mean, guys? When you're opening a bank account, may minimum average daily balance siya. Anong ibig sabihin nito, guys? So, if may minimum average daily balance siya, it means in a specific day, you cannot go below that minimum average daily balance. You know why? That means kakaltasan ka ng fee kasi below the minimum yung laman ng bank account mo. So, for example, ATM savings mo, ang minimum average daily balance ito is 2,000 pesos. Kung nasa 1,999 pesos ka in that 30 days ng bank account mo na yon, then, magkakaltas si bank sa'yo on the 31st day ng fee kasi nga below the average daily balance ka. So yun, importante rin yan guys ha. Paminsan hindi nyo napapansin yan. Parang nagka-question kayo dyan, ba't kaltas ako ng kaltas dito? It's because below ka na ng average daily balance mo. So remember guys, if you want to have your bank account, make sure you know magkano yung minimum average daily balance mo. You can't go down or below that minimum average daily balance. Okay? We're going to talk about the peso checking account naman for BDO. So for a peso checking account for BDO with a passbook, guys, ganito siya. You need to have 25,000 pesos minimum for your initial deposit. Average daily balance mo, dapat 25,000 pesos rin siya, and to earn interest, 25,000 pesos rin siya. So guys, nakita nyo, pataas ng pataas siya. Ganun talaga yon. ATM, passbook, and then checking. Guys, so a question, libre ba ang checkbook? Guys, hindi po libre ang checkbook. Ang checkbook, binabayaran mo yon. Usually, it's 5 pesos for check or per check. So kung yung book mo or yung booklet ng checkbook mo is 50 pieces or 50 sheets, then that's 250 pesos. You have to pay the bank 250 pesos or ikakaltas nila yan doon sa checking account mo. So guys, yun po yung point dyan. Okay? And also, a checking account, something that you have to remember. Ang checking account nyo guys, hindi po pwede mag-issue ka ng cheque, let's say, ng 100,000 pesos, pero laman mo is 25,000 pesos. No, no, no. Jack's hacks. Kakaltasan ka rin ng bangko doon. And hindi rin mag-i-issue or lalabas yung cheque. Yun po yung sinasabi nilang nag-bounce yung cheque or tumalbog yung cheque. That means kulang yung laman ng bank account mo, pero nag-issue ka ng cheque higher than the laman ng bank account mo. So guys, always remember, when you have a savings account, ATM yan, passbook man yan, or checking account yan, it's always real-time pagkakaltas sa'yo. Every time you spend, every time na lumabas ka ng pera, kumuha ka ng pera, nag-issue ka ng mga cheque, basta na-i-deposit na yan ng tao na inisyuhan mo ng cheque, automatic kaltas yan diretso sa bank account mo. It's not like a credit card. A credit card kasi is parang pautang sa'yo ng bangko. Babayaran mo after 30 days. Ito, once na may bawat kibot galaw mo, pak, minus yung pera sa'yo. That's how a bank works. That's how a bank account works. Okay? Next, let's move on to BPI naman. So, sa BPI naman guys, dalawa lang rin naman siya or tatlo rin naman siya. You have your ATM, you have your passbook, and you have your checking account. For BPI, it's almost the same. Ganun rin yung pag-apply. When you go there, at least you have your ID, bring your ball pen, they will give you the forms or you can download the forms online as well. So guys, huwag kayong kabahan. Just go apply. Pwede po lahat kumuha ng bank account. Lahat po kayo pwedeng kumuha. Kahit sino man tayo, we can get. Okay. First, regular savings account or yung typical ATM card na savings account, ang sa BPI, if you notice, mas mataas sila. Required initial deposit is 3,000, but average daily balance niya is also 3,000 pesos. And daily balance to earn interest is also at 3,000 pesos. Okay? For a Passbook Savings naman, iba si BPI. Si BPI is minimum niya or initial deposit is 10,000, pero average daily balance is also 10,000. To earn interest is also 10,000 pesos. So medyo madali madaalala, di ba? If BPI ka, ATM lang 3,000 lahat, 10,000 lahat naman for a Passbook Savings. So ganun si BPI. Now, we're going to ask naman, okay, so paano naman yung checking account for BPI? So, for BPI na regular checking account, mababa siya. Si BPI, 10,000 pesos, 10,000 pesos yung initial deposit and then monthly average daily balance for a regular checking account ni BPI is also 10,000 pesos. But, one thing that you want to note, sa regular checking account ni BPI, wala po siyang interest. So, don't forget, walang interest ang BPI checking account. Yun lang. Something to remember. Okay guys, so if you're gonna ask me, ano ba yung meron ka? Guys, sa totoo lang, lahat yan meron naman ako. I have my BDO checkbook, I also have my BPI checkbook also. You know naman guys, ito yung main bank ko, diba? So alam ko talaga yan. So I also have my BDO passbook. I also have, of course guys, BPI passbook din. Diba meron din? So lahat talaga actually meron. Yung mga ATM cards meron din. Hindi ko lang siya usually dinadala. Okay, so now, what we're going to do is, diba, lagi natin rin-review, lagi natin titingnan, and I know why you're here. You're here because you want to know my unbiased feedback kung kamusta yung mga bank. Okay, so for me personally, ano yung bank na gusto ko? Ano ba yung bank na biased ako? Guys, you know na when it comes to credit card, I am super biased to BPI. I like using my BPI credit card because yun yung main bank ko. I use it daily. Parang ganun siya. But okay, when we're going to compare the two banks, sino ba yung mas okay? Sige, let's go on to looking into things about the bank first. So, sino bang mas madali mag-apply? Sa totoo lang, sometimes parehas lang yung dalawa sa akin when you're going to apply, may it be BPI or BDO. But right now, what I notice is mas madali mag-apply kay BDO kasi si BDO, meron na siyang online application. So if you have the online application, I'm gonna put the link down below also. You can apply for a bank account there. So for me personally, mas madali mag-apply for BDO versus kay BPI. But konti lang difference nila. It's not glaring, it's not that big. Second, when it comes to Passbook Savings, what I realized and what happened this year lang is si BPI, whenever you're going to update your passbook, meron na siyang charge. BDO never charges for updating your passbook or even issuance of a new passbook. So medyo napaganon ako kay BPI kasi parang now, i-charge mo na rin kami for Passbook Savings. So parang, wag na nga. So that's why, ngayon nag-iisip ako, baka buy BPI Passbook Savings. Medyo goodbye Felicia na tayo dyan. Medyo ayaw na natin yan. Kasi may charge, guys. 50 pesos ang charging for each update. Paano kung ang dami mong gusto update or araw-araw kayo may i-update sa passbook mo? Luging-lugi ka na. So I think that's a big no-no for BPI. Okay, third, checking. So when it comes to checking, it's the same naman for me sa lahat. Wala namang problema. The same naman si BPI, the same rin kay BDO. But what I don't like with BPI is wala siyang interest. So if walang interest yung sa BPI, then that means I will not put a lot of money inside. I will just make sure that nandyan yung average daily balance ko. So whenever I need to transfer money or write a check, then I will just deposit from my savings account or to other different account ko to the checking account for BPI. Si BDO merong interest, so medyo safe ako doon. So parang wala ako masyadong problema with that. So yun lang yung medyo X na naman siya for BPI. Okay, last but not the least, when it comes to banking and when it comes to servicing, I think all banks, sa totoo lang, are all the same na medyo hindi okay. Paminsan ang haba ng intay mo sa bangko. Paminsan mabilis ka sa bangko. So, di ba, that's why I keep telling you guys, build rapport with your bank. Kasi they would really help you. If you need something, kung kilala mo yung mga bank, yung branch manager, kilala mo yung mga tellers, it's easier for you to parang, uy, sige, pwede bang pa-deposit na lang to? Hindi ko na kailangan yung mga forms. They'll help you with that. Pero if medyo hindi ka, or bagito ka doon sa account na yun, wala kang kilala, or sa bank na yun, then what happens there, guys, is pila galore ka talaga. And sometimes, diba, if marami yung mga tao doon sa mga bangko na yun, guys, abutin kayo siyam-siyam. As in, parang puti na yung mata mo, putol na yung paa mo sa pag-iintay, hindi pa rin kayo tapos. So, medyo ganun yung doon sa mga banks na yon. But that's why another thing is mobile app. So kung sino bang sa kanila mas maganda yung mobile app? To be honest, gumanda ang mobile app ni BPI kasi they really refreshed it. Bulok talaga for me ang mobile app ng BDO. Guys, sobrang tsaka talaga yung app niya. As in BDO personal app. As in basura talaga siya. Like, oh my gosh. From everything, signing in, parang napakaluma siya. Tapos the other thing is, guys, you can't even copy-paste yung account doon, your account number sa BDO app. Do you know that that's so wrong when it comes to UX or user experience design? Dapat inaalaw mo mag-copy-paste ang customer. You know why? Mas marami pa daw ang pagkakamali ng customer when they're typing the account numbers versus kung nag-copy-paste siya. Pag-isipan nyo yun. So medyo bulok talaga yung app ng BDO. Pero, BDO released a BDO Pay. Yun, medyo maayos yung app na yun. When it comes to transferring payment to other merchants, scanning the QR of BDO Pay, sending to mobile, yun medyo maganda. Pero, all else kay BDO when it comes to app experience, app niya, basura talaga. Panalo si BPI to. Okay. Last but not the least, when it comes to payment, sino yung mas okay when you're sending money? For me, sa totoo lang, mas prefer ko si BDO. Kasi si BDO, if BDO to BDO account, they don't really charge. Si BPI, they charge. Kung hindi siya QR, they charge a 10 peso fee. Kung BPI to BPI. Interbank, parehas sila. They charge around 25 pesos. Okay na rin naman. 25 pesos, sometimes it's easier for you rather than going to the bank, pipila ka pa, transfer mo pa siya. Totoo lang, that's easier. But, guys, those things add up. So sa totoo lang, sana libre. Pero the thing is, banks have to earn also. So the thing is, medyo hindi ganun ka-okay. So sometimes, dito naman ako magsa-segue. Paminsan, mas gusto ko pa gamitin yung GCash ko kasi at least GCash to GCash is free. Cashing in from BPI to GCash is free. Cashing in from BDO to GCash is not free. So that's why guys, medyo mahirap tayo here. Parang dito natin nakikita na hindi masyadong good ang banking system natin kasi ang daming gaps, ang daming putol, ang daming charges kasi hindi sila connected. And to be honest, kawawa ang customers dito. But that's why guys, I would recommend if you have the time, if you have the cash there, open two accounts pa rin. At the end of the day, yun lang yung gusto ko sabihin sa inyo. Sa totoo lang, parang we need to have BPI, we also need to have BDO. So depends on sino babayaran mo. Kung BDO siya, then use your BDO. If BPI siya, then use a BPI QR. Kung gusto mo mag-cash into GCash, use your BPI to cash into GCash kasi libre siya. So guys, I do hope that you enjoy this vlog. Sana nakatulong ako. Alam ko we were talking about bank accounts and we're also talking about how much I love BDO or BPI. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you learned something. Comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification button so you get notified every time I release a new video. Bye guys!